to try and incorporate the migrants and their belief systems and their religions and all that kind of stuff, which they've got every right to believe that, but at the same time, this is England, and our values and our culture and our heritage has come from a lot of struggles. We've done a lot of bad things in the past.
A Brexitet a legnagyobb arányban az angliai Boston támogatta a 2016-os népszavazáson. Az EU elhagyása azonban egyre húzódik, így 2 nappal az európai parlamenti választások előtt arról kérdeztük a bostoniakat, mit gondolnak az EU-ról és a közép-kelet-európai migránsokról, akik miatt az 50 000-es város 15 év alatt 70 000-esre nőtt.
25-28% of our town is now Eastern European nationals.
They had 52 English gangs pre-2003. They have 2 now. The other 50 are Eastern European gangs.
I used to be a ganger in this town. 80% of my workers were Eastern Europeans. They were fantastic. But it's just gone 1 step or 2 steps too far now.
Why is Boston so attractive for immigrants?
Because we're a working town. We're one part of the breadbasket to feed the whole of the United Kingdom.
I voted Remain, but my mind has now been swayed to leave because I don't think the country has really found its identity in the past few years. I think it's a very confused nation.
And before Europe opened up, we had the minimum unemployment in this town, in the United Kingdom.
English people, not all of them, I would say 20% or less than that, they don't actually work like on farm and stuff like that, and like factories, like lazy bit.
They say they're lazy. They're not. They just don't get the chance to do it.
If you are a UK citizen in this town, it's very hard to get a job. What we used to get before. There'll be no factory work for the UK citizen, no land work for the UK citizen, because the agencies are run by Eastern Europeans.
And also the landlords, because they have 5, 6, 7 people in a house, each paying £80, £90. Work it out. Very busy, very much money.
They come here, they go back to your countries, they still take your money, even benefit, even not live here. That's why the system has been abusing.
With the arrival of the supermarkets and then the Eastern Europeans, all the money leaves the town. You can't re-spend it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And many of these people send money home. Supermarkets goes away in big white vans at the end of the day.
Cheap labour that was coming in from Eastern Europe, it attracted other businesses into the area.
All these European shops that you see, they're not actually run by Europeans. They're run by Kurdish Turks, Iranians, Iraqi Kurds. There are Eastern Europeans that do this as well. And they're actually selling illicit cigarettes and illicit alcohol. We are overrun with foreign mafia in this town. They are money laundering thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds through these shops.
Tony Blair said at the time there would be a maximum of 2,000 blue-collar, 1,800 white-collar workers, yeah? What he didn't say was, within 4 years, 28 million would be given access to the UK. We have nothing in Boston now but Romanian gypsies.
We try to not actually get abused by the Eastern European. So no, we're not against anyone. We're not actually racist.
There's a massive influx in immigrants. I don't mean that in a racist sense or a derogative sense or a discriminative sense. I think that's just the factual reality in which we live in this town.
The English are, for my mind, the most accepting nation in Europe. We have been very tolerant. We are not a racist people. I'm not racist. I just don't like what's happened. That's not racist.
If you put that many people into a small area, as quickly as it happened, it's always going to cause a problem. It puts huge pressures on schools, housing, doctors, everything. All the services are under massive pressure.
We are absolutely inundated with Eastern Europeans, and we don't mind that. That's fine. But we are in a situation now where we have antisocial behaviour. We are the least integrated town in the United Kingdom. The town is almost lawless.
The police are incredibly short of money because the government have starved them of money, and therefore there's not the number of police that we need on the streets.
If you look deeply, you will see 6 murders in 6 months in this town. It's not Eastern Europeans against a UK citizen because we keep away from them. And that sounds very harsh, but our values are different to life, to some of these people. So we try not to get involved with them because they just go one step further than we would.
One of our biggest problems at the moment is we don't know who's here and who's not.
Eastern Europeans just travel anywhere on an ID card within Europe.
But the trouble is they come, they work for 3 months, then they go home for a month, then they come back for 2 months, and they go backwards and forwards all the time, and we don't know where they are and we can't keep a check on them.
But the one good thing about Brexit for me would be everybody has a passport and we know exactly who we have in this town and what they are, their background is.
Are you disappointed by the fact that on Thursday in the UK there will be the next European Parliamentary election?
Yes, very. Theresa May stood up in Parliament and she promised us that we would be out of the EU on the 29th of March. At the end of the day, we're going to end up with a leadership challenge. Worst case scenario, we're going to end up with a general election.
Germany and France have already admitted if we leave, it will be in a mess. Because there's only 3 countries in Europe that are net givers. That's us, France and Germany. The rest are takers. Sooner or later, it's all going to collapse anyway. We won't change. We don't like what we have now, and we know if we leave Europe, we will prosper. Because we give Europe more money than we get back. But the Remainers will not let us leave, yet.
I was expecting probably 12 to 18 months of hardship, of tightening our belts, restructuring our country, and knuckling down to being United Kingdom again. And that never happened, and I don't think it will.